What's up, everybody? Welcome to Straight Savvy, presented to you by Leo's Any Construction and Country Boy Kev. I am your host, the one and only Jay Savvy Davenport. How's everybody doing? All right, make this public. Stacks. What up, Stacks?
What up, bruh?
Nah, shit, just a chilling. All right, we are public. So, Mr. Stacks, while I'm sharing it out and everything, you know, we talking a little bit about paranormal stuff tonight too.
What?
Yeah, about ghosts and shit. You know.
Hey,
Since I got told to stay in my lane, I figured, I just go ahead and show my lane because paranormal investigation is one of my lanes. So.
Hold on one second. My bad, bro. Go ahead.
You're good. Nah, it's just you. What kind of paranormal experiences have you had?
So, when my mom passed away, bro, some weird shit started happening. Like, I remember one time. Hold on one second. Let me fix this mic first.
You're good.
I'm gonna unplug it.
There's a lot of music groups.
All right, bro. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, when my mom passed away, bro, some weird stuff started happening around the house. Like, water would start turning on out the blue.
Now, before, what kind of faucets did you have? Was it like the turn or the pull? Oh, with the nozzle. It was on the sink, because like on most kitchen sinks they have a nozzle on top where you just pop it up.
Yeah, so it was ones that you had to turn in the bathroom.
Damn.
Yeah. So, and then
any particular times at night or just random?
The two times that it happened around the same time. So around about 7 at night, and then the one time I was downstairs by myself. I was writing some music, and my TV turned on by itself. Now, not only did it turn on, but it turned on because it had a Roku TV, smart TV, right? Not only did it turn on, it turned on to Spotify playing Usher. Now, I've never listened to Spotify on my TV, and I never listened to Usher on my TV.
Specific right there. Like, that's just not something that's going to just... You just can't go to Spotify and it will just randomly play Usher, especially or any industry person that it won't just play them right off the rip.
And then another time, I had my phone in my hand like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my hand, and I was just looking at it, and all of a sudden, it looked like somebody was pressing the buttons. I wasn't pressing them, so it looked like the buttons would light up like somebody had hit the buttons for me, but it was just doing some random shit. So, yeah. But then it just
And
stopped all
before
of a
your
sudden.
mom passed, none of this happened before.
Hell no, nah.
See, what's cool about when it's like something like that? It's usually somebody just wanting to communicate. So
And they say,
anything,
and I've read it before, and they say that they do that when they're getting ready to pass on to the next stage in their
just
life.
letting you know that they're okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing I used to always ask whenever we'd do an investigation. I'd ask them like, okay, well, what's happened? Anything with the family? Then they'd ask that, they tell me, and I'm like, okay, well, did it happen before, or after? Like, was it before they passed or after they passed? And it's crazy how that's something that I wish the science, there would be more science on it, but so many people I've come across that have had this similar situation where it's just a loved
And
one.
when I mean the water turned on, bro, it was like somebody like
Turn that shit on full blast.
wide open, bro. You ask my wife, she tell you the same thing. She's like, "What the fuck?"
I think it was I forget. Was it Razor or was it you that said that last night, Smoke? Oh, what is that?
It's SP calling.
An incarcerated individual at
Oh yeah, that sounds a lot better than what it did. What we just
with telephone service provided by PayTel Communications.
I think it was
Your current
me.
account balance is $5.90. For English, press 1. Para continuar en español, presione el 2. To repeat this information, press 9. For English, press 1. Para continue to accept this call, press 3 now. This call will be recorded and is subject to monitoring at any time. You may begin speaking now.
Yo.
What up, fam?
Yo.
What's up, bro?
Nothing. We all live, bro.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Jay?
Hold on.
Much, man. Just sitting here chilling. What up, Zilla?
Yeah, everybody's live, bro.
What's up, Smokehouse? What's up, everybody?
Shit, what up, man?
Can you hear him?
Hey, man. Yeah, I can hear him loud and clear. Hey, I just wanted to tap in with y'all, give y'all a little update. SP on lockdown. Y'all know this. Y'all probably, Jay, you probably told everybody. Y'all seen what's been on the news and shit. Stacks. Everybody probably told y'all, like. But I guess I'm just gonna take this time to be real with everybody. Like, I was out there fucking up, so I gotta be real with everybody. All my supporters, like Jay, Smokehouse, Stacks, everybody. Like, I was out there fucking up. I was out there doing some dumb shit, trying to use certain things to cope with things. You know what I'm saying? They got the best of me. You know what I mean? It got stressful. I was out there fucking up on probation, everybody. So I really did it to myself. You know what I mean? I was hiding a lot of things, but I'm pretty sure like Jay, Smokehouse, Stacks, everybody knew what it was. But trying to turn over a new leaf, and everything that I told y'all, I rap about. You know what I'm saying? Being real. I just felt like I had to get that off my chest to everybody on this live, right? Because I'm not being real with y'all. I ain't being real with myself. So, but little update status. Got myself into rehab. I'm about to go to Galax Rehab Center. Thanks to my wife, she definitely pulled through on this one. She got me into the rehab. 90 days, man. I got court Friday. So after court Friday, we're gonna probably get me out on a bond on an ankle monitor. So I got like 48 hours to come home, get my stuff together. Just let everybody know I'm still gonna be able to do my music, stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I needed this. And like Jay and everybody's told y'all on these lives, man, like mental health and addiction is real, man. Like, so if somebody's out there, y'all don't think you can do it on your own, hey, look, man, it's not too much to put your pride to the side and ask for help. Because I realized I couldn't do it on my own. So just want to let y'all know, like, hey, trying to keep my head up. Tell everybody out there I love them. Hey, keep pushing that music, man. Like, As soon as I come home, I'm about to drop this Confessions of a Convict. So, and here writing and stuff. But I just want to get all that off my chest, everybody, especially Straight Savvy Jay. He's been a big supporter. Smokehouse, Stacks. Like, hey, look, man. Like, it's a minor setback for a major comeback. So, my wife Amanda, she's out there listening. Hey, look, man. Thank God for her because that night 2 weeks ago, I had no intentions of walking out that house alive.
No, the fuck you didn't at all.
You can vouch for that, Jake. Like I was ready to go.
You had the whole team.
Something snapped in me though, bro. Like like Straight Savvy, Smokehouse, Stacks. They brought Amanda screaming, crying down to the door. Like I had AR-15s on me. I had sniper rifles. I had dogs coming through the house. Like, and just to tell everybody, I was fucked up in the head. Like I was high. I didn't know what to do. I'm still dealing with losing my kids. I'm still dealing with a lot of stuff. But it's time to grow up. You know what I'm saying? It's time to take accountability for your actions and you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, man, I'm not afraid to admit it. I was an addict. I was still an addict, and I can't do it on my own. But I had no intentions of walking out that house alive that night. Jay can vouch for it. Stacks can vouch for it. I was in a fucked up spot, and I didn't want to let everybody know what was going on because my pride got in the way. You know what I mean? So mental health, man, is serious shit. Like, telling y'all out there, if y'all think you're alone, you're not. You're not, man. But I want to thank Jay, Smokehouse, Stacks, my wife Amanda, my kids. Those people right there is what snapped me back. And I gave myself up after a 4-hour standoff with SWAT team. It was pretty serious. So thank you all for being a part of my life.
Yeah, you had us all worried that night. I ain't gonna lie. I had the whole team. I was being annoying as hell to Amanda. I was like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm constantly blowing you up. It's just that's my dude right there. I don't want to see nothing bad happen to him, and I don't see him just turning himself in easily. And that's
Oh, Jay, like I was, you know how it is, bro. I'm a G at the end of the day. I was gonna go out like one, or it was it, bro. But you know what? Something snapped in me, bro. Like, what type of person would I be if I went out like that? Because that's a coward's way out. At the end of the day, I got Jay.
And especially to, like, shout out to you for admitting that you fucked up, bro. But there was a lot more to it than you fucking up. Like, you was doing what you were supposed to. So don't take that away from yourself. Like, we ain't just your homies just to fuck with you. Like, you was sitting there with us working and building and being better. It's just unfortunate, just like with me, your past kind of bit your ass too.
Yeah, being on your lives, I know you could look at me and tell like something was up. Like,
yeah, I know.
Like you could tell it wasn't me, bro. Like you can tell when it's SP and it's when it's like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Like, so just telling everybody out there, yeah, I'm a man at the end of the day. I stand on my 10, and I was wrong. I lied to myself. I was lying to people I cared about. But I was hurting myself in the long run. But there's people like Jay, Straight Savvy, Smokehouse, Stacks, who's put so much time in me. It would have been wrong for me to go out and be a coward and do that when I got these people standing behind me and pushing me. So you know what? I'm taking all of this. I'm building, and I'm just going to come back 10 times stronger.
Hey, listen, bro. You ain't got to apologize. You need to get better, and we all going to do it when you get out, bro. So, you know what I'm saying?
I'd like to tell everybody out there, man, everybody who is on the Facebook, who's on YouTube, hitting them likes, hitting them shares, man, like, hey, man, share these things with Straight Savvy. Hit that like button for Smokehouse and them beats. Smoking tracks over there, man. These guys right here, that's a family. If y'all think it's just bringing this for music and trying to get some clout and we trying to do this, bro, this right here shows you the struggle is real out there. Like this right here.
I think almost all of us got linked up from some fucked up shit. It wasn't just because we were trying to do something. It was just we were all dealing with some fucked up shit. It was like, you know what? I'm dealing with that too.
Absolutely, man. Shout out Cinematic too, man. He been posting GoFundMe. Hey, look, man. I'm not mad at nobody because I know struggle out there is real. Y'all take care of them families. SP gonna be all right at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got Jay, I got Smokehouse, I got Stacks, I got my wife Amanda, I got everybody in my corner I need. So, hey, look, man, y'all take care of them families. Hey, look, and like I said, man, that mental health stuff's real. Don't think that you're alone. Like, don't take that chance and jump when you got somebody that can pull you back in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they say when the when it's the scariest moment to jump, that's the perfect time to jump, bro.
And like today, we had a preacher come into the pod. I was talking to Stacks a little about this, y'all. Jay, he came to me and he's like, "Hey, man, something pulled me to you, young man. You going through some trouble?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am. I'm going through a lot." And I gave it up to God today, man. Like, we sit down, we prayed. You know what I'm saying? Like, SP still here, but it's gonna be a new SP. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want everybody to know that if there's somebody out there going through something, man, reach out to one of these guys. Even if you don't know them, reach out to them. They're going to talk to you. Like, if something's bothering you, you're dealing with addiction, you're dealing with a mental health thing, reach out to Stacks or Smokehouse or Jay or anybody in this Straight Savage family, man. They're going to take time to talk to you, man. Don't think you're alone.
Not for 1 minute, bro. Because I think we all got a different kind of story to tell.
Addiction doesn't mean drugs or addiction could be anything. Money, women, food, anything. Anything's an addiction that takes the better half of you away and makes you be somebody else. So don't think this addiction is something that's a drug or a junkie or something like that, man. Like, so these guys right here, man, I just want to say thank you all. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Smokehouse. Thank you, Stacks. Amanda, that you're listening. I love you. Thank you. Because y'all truly saved my life.
Hey, Mary, we just giving back what you give, bro. That's all it is. It ain't nothing more than that. Like, you're not just an artist to us, and you're not just somebody that we wanted to have come follow us. You are brother. That's why, you know, as soon as everything happened, we've all been on the phone at least 5-6 times every couple of days. Yeah, hitting up like, "Hey, yo, what's up with this?" But nobody just does that just because. Like, we're not just co-hosts, we're not just artists, we're not just producers. We are people that found each other in darkness, being 100 with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I like that. Never throw stones at someone that is struggling with addiction. Yeah, you don't throw stones, especially if you live in a glass house your damn self.
Well, and a lot of people don't realize, like, a lot of people like me, why I got addicted to shit is because of my past, right? Like, it was the only thing that didn't make me feel like a worthless piece of shit. I wasn't sitting there angry all the damn time. I wasn't sitting there pissed off at what the fuck happened to me, or why do I see people go to have family dinners and why can't I have that? Why can't I just have my dad that wants to call me randomly? Why can't I just have something that, you know, is just basic shit that people take advantage of, but yet people judge me because
you shouldn't have to make any excuses for your mental health.
Nope.
People, I mean, it happens, bro. It's a part of life. And you shouldn't have to make any excuses and be like, this is that, and this is what. You just keep taking one day at a time, take one day at a time.
Man, like, a lot of people need to understand, listen, like Jay said a lot of times on these shows, and I've been co-hosting with him, and like, when I come home, I hope Jay lets me come back and co-host again, because, listen, I'm going to have some really good stuff to tell y'all, like, how I walk through these, you know what I'm saying, went through rehab, stuff like that. Listen, like, y'all need to realize, like Jay said, man, if you don't like what's going on in your life, Go in that mirror and reevaluate that person staring back at you.
Yeah.
For real. And like, you're not too old to change, and it's not against the law to ask for help. I'm 38 years old. And I'm telling y'all, I need help. SP, not SP. Sean needs help. I'm broke. And I turned to drugs to try to heal myself, and it doesn't work.
Hey, everybody.
Putting them band-aids on shit, and then when you rip them off, it's there 10 times bad.
Hey, bro, everybody's rooting for you. You got Ken Mason in the chat say keep getting better, XP. Sonny Brooks says she's here praying for you. Lacey Nader says never throw stones at someone that's someone that's struggling with addiction. So you got a bunch of people rooting for you, bro.
You do. That's crazy, man.
I can tell y'all, hey, listen, y'all want to write me, y'all want to send me messages, I will appreciate it. All the support behind these walls I can get. Like, reach out to Jay, Smokehouse, Stacks. Everything's through Paytel Communications here. Y'all can go on the app store.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Download the Paytel app. Message me. I got a minute, but I can call back. Y'all gonna be on there for a minute. Just let me know.
Yeah, you call back, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, we just
I'm gonna call right
it's
back.
normal time frame, bro. I know it's hard for you to figure out no time in there, but we gonna be for about another hour and a half, give or take. So you got time, bro.
Shit, bro. This phone, my phone. You already know what time it is, homie. Nah, bro. Listen, I love y'all. I'm about to call y'all back, though. Just give me about 5 minutes, like I said.
You're good, bro.
Chat-wise, if anybody's out there trying to, I appreciate all the support. Reach out to my wife, anybody like that. And I'll call y'all back.
All right, man. That work. Yeah, do you think? Yeah. See why, man? It's weird sitting there. I'm glad he's kind of here with us, but it's not the same. But at least we get we got to talk with him. Oh yeah, it worked out, bro. That was a lot better than what it was when you just called me. You can actually hear him a lot better.
Well, I didn't have it all the way up. Like when you started talking, that's when I turned it up in the monitor. So you didn't hear it all in the monitor.
All right, let's play some Scoob real quick, y'all. This is Scoob with Sandlot.
Sandbox. In my day ones like Sandlot. We really came up from the sandbox, bro. That would make it so crazy. Yeah. Hey, me and my partner came up from the sandbox. A1, day one, just like Sandlot. I want the money, I want the guacamole, baby. In my trap, yeah, they think that beat me rolling, baby. What they know about putting 3 bricks beside the motor? Had a question, had a wonder, ponder what the fuck your motive is. Talking about you riding with me, talking about you dying with me, busting fire with me. I don't know, he police, I think he got that siren on. I got fish scale on, that flounder on me. I got bad 448, I got them pounds on me. Yeah, get them gone. Macho man, Randy Savage off the top road. Keep them in the attic, bro. Yeah, they ain't know. Yeah, same homie that I used to rock with. How you say you know me? You ain't never been up on the block with me. You need to stop with that bullshit, that capping, bro. You know how it go. Yeah, you know that I be trapping, bro. What the fuck done happened? I done came home from the bed. Seem like all these motherfuckers changed, y'all. Yeah, in that lane, bro. I guess that shit come with the game, bro. It's strange, bro. Gotta separate the solid people from the fake, bro. All these snakes be hissing into me, they in the way, bro. Try me if you want, you run up, you see the cave, bro. The police got behind me, hit the lights, I got away, bro. I'ma stay solid, keep it real till in the grave, bro. I guess I ain't really understand that, the streets really raised it like this, homie. When you growing up through that shit, you don't really understand it, but thank God for that shit, homie. Hey, thank God for the streets, thank God for the teaching. Back in the day, I guess that I ain't see it burning reefer, yeah. Get my vision, it was cloudy, yeah. Now I'm up in the bitch doing me and all the haters pouting, yeah. Why they wanna doubt me, yeah. They know that I'm the GOAT with that flow, with that dope, yeah. And they know how that boy pimpin' all these hoes, yeah. I don't think I told them, but I might just let them know, bro. Yeah, they gonna need 50 people, 60, 70, 80, 90. Fuck it, get a whole 100 if you think that you could hold this. I'm a warrior, no soldier, yeah. All I ever wanted was a rover. All I wanted was to get $1 million, it be over. But I can't quit. cause I'm feeling like I'm in some quicksand. But you know the hustle is addictive for them quick band. First time you fall off, first time it broke, yeah. Stay down, patience now, go and get that dope. 4, 8 grand, yeah, I'm talking about a boat. Get a bricky, a quickie, yeah, 36, oh, get them gone, get some dough, then you double up. God, man, that boy done crawl me out. I thought that boy, he was my brother, yeah, wasn't no other, yeah. We used to work up on the floor and yeah, the crowd, yeah. At TCB, I put it on the map, yeah. School, he the definition of the trap, but fuck it, yeah, I think it's time to fall back, yeah.
Scoob, man. You and Scoob are two motherfuckers that
Hey, hold on 1 second. Hello? I hate these jail phones, bro. But half the time he calls, bro, I can't, like, they won't let me accept it. Like, I don't hear nobody. It's crazy. He'll call back. Yeah, but what was you saying?
He about to do that. I'm about to spin this track on my homie Mason real quick.
Nah, but what was you saying right before he called?
Oh, fuck. I had squirrel brain. I'll remember it in a minute. Give me a second. I think I was getting house. Yeah, give me a second.
Comparing me and Scoob or something?
Oh, about how y'all motherfuckers are the fucking freestyles, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's saying a lot, but look, I'm gonna be straight honest with you. I didn't like it because I think the beat choice took away from what he was saying. The beat, I think if he put that on another beat, he would really shine more. You feel me? And
that's why I keep Blue Snooze on here. Like that's one of the ones that it mixed with what like he just did it on fucking spot.
Yeah,
and the beat mixed with what he had to say. Yeah, but nah, Scoob is when it comes to just the fact that was all freestyle, no pen, and I know it was all freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, different beat. Yeah, I agree. All right,
I'm gonna show him up on one though.
Argelia, I'm sorry, I probably just butchered that. Fuck, Argelia.
Did you hear the one I showed him up on? Like he sent me a track, and I did.
Oh, the one that y'all did on together?
Yeah, it's called Craving for a Slaving.
Yeah,
I ripped that joint. He did his thing. But he sent it to me. So you know me, I sent it back immediately. And I killed that.
Right, this is Let It Breathe, y'all.
Spin that Jeopardy wheel.
Fuck out.
Yeah. Margello. You know we got another one.
Hey, Mace, we got another one.
Yeah. All ran out of love, but I'm not that hard to reach. Chilling in my zone, and I'm trying to find my peace. Competition with myself, trying to stay up in the league. I be stressed at times, but I know I gotta breathe.
Just let it breathe.
Just let it breathe. I be stressed at times, but I know I gotta breathe.
Just let it breathe.
Just let it breathe. I be stressed at times, but I know I gotta breathe. 90s baby, ain't it crazy? Gotta keep it wavy. I like my eggs, cheese, and bacon with biscuits and gravy. I just be putting in that work and kicking it daily. Meditating on my grind to reach my elevation. Many blind cause they don't peep the vision. Friendly demons make me keep my distance. Born a sinner, I should seek religion. Done my wrong, so I should seek forgiveness. Drop this shit up in my soul, it's just a deep ran out of love, but I'm not that hard to reach. Chilling in my zone, and I'm trying to find my peace. Competition with myself, trying to stay up in the league. I be stressed at times, but I know I gotta breathe.
Just let it breathe.
Just let it breathe. I be stressed at times, but I know I gotta breathe.
Just let it breathe.
Just let it breathe. I be stressed at times, but I know I gotta breathe. They say that actions speak louder than words. You should know that a rose came up out of the dirt. You should know that a baby came up out of a birth. You should know that we all came up out of this earth. Yeah, you should know it. You should know these words just like the illest poet. Sip this drink about my cup, I got a killer potion. Premeditated with my plan, so I be sitting focused. Ain't no way that you can stop me, cause I'll keep this motion. All ran out of love, but I'm not that hard to reach. Chilling in my zone, and I'm trying to find my peace. Competition with myself, trying to stay up in the league. I be stressed at times, but I know I gotta breathe.
Just let it breathe,
Just let it breathe. I be stressed at times, but I know I gotta breathe.
Just let it breathe.
I be stressed at times, but I know I gotta breathe. Just let it breathe.
All right, Mason, that was a vibe, bro. What's up, Sonny?
I'm trying to make out who the hell it is.
Yeah, this is Sonny.
Right.
Y'all always see her in the comments. Y'all never get to see her on camera. She wanted to jump on and talk about paranormal stuff with us tonight for a little bit. So, Sonny, I know you have an amazing story you told me before. Go ahead and share your paranormal story real quick.
Oh my gosh, where to even start? I've experienced shit ever since I was little. But when my sister passed away in 2017, I literally cried myself blind. I was hospitalized. I was going through some shit mentally. And the only thing that would keep me somewhat sane is making music. I'd always have my headphones on. And that's all I did for hours and hours
Now,
and
is that
hours.
something that y'all two shared together?
Yeah, we made music, but we never recorded. Unfortunately, we never recorded together. But we did music together, and it sounds crazy, but my iPad would randomly do things all by itself, and I
So
wouldn't
like,
touch it.
what Stacks was saying about with his phone.
Yeah, you've experienced that. It's freaky because it
Yeah,
literally it would do things all by itself, and I just figured, okay, you brush it off. I'm just crazy.
I swear this shit don't. Yo, this
That,
shit be make me mad, bro. Hello.
but anyway, so I started not to target her like I'm trying to get my sister on EVP or anything, but I would just do it because that's what we used to do together, like paranormal investigations. We used to go to cemeteries.
Mm-hmm.
So I started doing it around the house and I started getting responses. Every video would always have orbs, and none of us in the family had like the balls to say, "Oh, it's Chelsea." But I started seeking it, and it started making itself known to my children, and we started seeing orbs like plain as day, and we all made a joke about it and called it Kevin. And we even made a name. And I pull my daughter, who was 9 at the time, under this stairway, and this is a 200-year-old hand-built house up in Maine. And we go under this stairway.
That could explain a lot.
Oh, it goes deeper than you know.
I'll
Like
say,
you
you said
can
20 years back in Maine. There's no telling
on
what
a
was up. That's what a lot of people don't realize. The whole East Coast, and
yeah.
even down in Florida too, it was all Indian ground. All this was. Everything is
Oh
pretty much
yeah.
now. That's not a lake that hasn't been a man-made lake that we know of. Was at one point in time sacred ground that got built on top of by white people.
You are
So
correct.
that's interesting that you said that. Continue.
The house is also on top of a granite slab
Oh shit! So it's even more charged. Oh,
with
ooh.
with a running creek that goes under the
Oh
house
shit!
to a
All
lake
you're
that the
missing is a
house is
damn.
on.
All you're missing is a train yard or a train track, and he pretty much got a whole. That's a definite
We
because that's a
call it
portal.
yeah, we
That's a
called it
vortex and a half.
a
That's
spiritual
a lot of energy.
airport.
Yeah, that's a lot of
You know what I
energy.
mean?
That's that's what a lot of people don't realize with especially why you see a lot of things around like smokes. His girl was talking, life was talking about that earlier, around water. Water is a naturally charged.
Oh
That's why they
yeah.
use it a lot in practices. A lot water has a lot of power, and I'm not just saying like, oh, you can no. I'm not talking. I'm talking about spiritual power.
Oh no.
This is
Water.
something that I had, and now I had to dig. I've been doing this for a long time, but after my accident, I had to learn how to work my brain because I can't walk and my shoulder doesn't work right and everything. I had to learn how to trick this and to doing some things that I'm not really comfortable with. And
Yo,
that's crazy. Is it work now? There he goes.
yo, I don't know what's wrong with the phones, bro, but that should be pissing me off. Bro, about me having to
Hey,
break
bro,
the phone.
this is this fucking paytail shit, bro.
Yeah. Do what? So they can all hear you, bro.
Huh?
I said everybody can hear you. Sonny on the live too now.
Who?
Sonny Brook.
Sunnybrook.
Who is?
Hey.
Sonny Brook.
Sonny Brook?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sunnybrook. Who's Sunnybrook? Who the hell?
Can you hear?
Hey, tell Sonny I appreciate everything that she was trying to do too, man. Like trying to get the lawyer shit. Hey, look, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate all that shit. Like, her, like I said, man, shout out the whole Straight Savvy family. Ken Mason, Smokehouse, Jay, Stacks, Sonny Brook, my wife, like everybody, man. Like, I appreciate everything. Like, I really do. Like, just let y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? So, I appreciate y'all for real, man.
Hey, bro, you one of us, man. Now, Sunny was talking about her paranormal experience at her house, man. You want to talk about yours real quick while you on here? I know you got a couple of them. Just because you locked up don't mean we can't do a regular Straight Savvy episode. You still on this fucking panel somehow.
Right?
They said do you have a paranormal like an experience you've been through?
Who you talking to, me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. So yeah. So they're talking about paranormal activity and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
do you have a story that you could share real quick that you experienced?
I mean, absolutely. It's been like I told y'all, man. Like growing up, my grandmother raised me type stuff. Well, listen, I lost my grandfather, and Jay knows the whole situation. 8 years. I was 12 years in prison. I lost him. You know what I'm saying? While I was locked up. And 2 weeks ago, y'all know the whole situation, man. I was ready to give it all up, man, not walk out that house. But not only did y'all, like Jay, Straight Savvy, Stacks, all y'all Straight Savvy family pull me back, but, like, I seen my grandfather, when I looked out that window, man, like, I just seen his face, bro, and I didn't tell nobody this because I thought people think I was crazy.
I was going to ask you about that, actually.
Yeah, man, like, it was so real, man. Like, I'm standing there, and I got all these AR-15s on me and these sniper rifles, and I got Amanda screaming and hollering and telling me, baby, please. And then I look out this window, and I see him standing there, man, like, and he's like, what are you doing? The last thing he said, what are you doing? It's bigger than this. And that along with y'all, man, like he like I seen him, you know what I'm saying? I ain't seen my granddad, man. Like I said, I was in prison 12 years, man. Last thing I remember, my granddad, I went to his house and we sat down and had a cup of coffee and stuff with him. We talked and stuff, and then 2 weeks later I got locked up. I got hit with my case. Got 12 years. And he developed cancer. He had colon cancer, and last thing I remember, I called home, and he's on his deathbed, and I talked to him when he took his last breath, man. And so it was definitely a wake-up call right then, too. Like, it kind of scared me more than anything, man. Like But like I said, that's what I seen that Monday night. Was I had my wife screaming, I had my daughter outside screaming, I know Jay and everybody worried, like, and that saved me, man. Because at that moment, I was ready to make a move at one of the cops. They was ready to let the dogs in on me. I told them, "You let the dog in here, man, I'm gonna make you take me out." Like, so, and then thank God, because one of the guys I went to school with, he's head of the SWAT team, Patrick Smoot. Like, shout out to him, man. He talked me out of it. He talked them guys. He's like, I'm not. My wife's telling him, hey, he wants you to shoot him. You know what I mean? Like, he wants that. Patrick, man, he's a saving grace, because he told him, he's like, man, I went to school with Sean. That's not Sean, and I'm not letting nobody hurt him. So, yeah, man, that paranormal stuff's real, man, and it comes at times when you least expect it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I was going to ask you that next too, Sonny. If you happen to see your sister at all, because I was going to get into why I was bringing all that up.
A silhouette, dark shadow of her is
Now,
the only
is it
time.
usually when you're also it's only do you ever see her when you're really upset, or it's like in a really bad situation?
I don't see her. I feel her.
You feel her?
If that
Well,
makes
because that's what a lot of people don't. They think that when it comes
It's-
to that, there is such thing as a guardian angel. Like that is like my grandpa's mine. So that's why SP's is his. So that's why I was asking that.
At first, I couldn't
Yeah.
see her. Like, I just seen a
I
silhouette,
get
a glow, like an orb type,
Yep.
like an orb. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen it
yes,
out the window.
exactly
Like,
what I saw.
I get the last second, man. I seen his face at the window.
But you know, like it's somebody that you're comfortable with enough that you understand, like this. I know, yeah, that feeling.
You know the
So,
difference between it being
mhm.
like not.
Well, that's when I first
and-
discovered what a
yeah.
mimic was, because it was trying to play that it was pretending to be my grandpa. So that's why
Yeah, there's
I,
big differences
yeah.
between
Ooh.
entities and ghosts and spirits. There's big difference
Yep.
out there in the paranormal world. Entities or and stuff like that. And like from my understanding, when there's ghosts around and there's spiritual dwellings around you, that means if they're still here, they got unfinished business. There's something they haven't finished yet.
Or it was too sudden
My
to.
grandfather saved my life. That was his unfinished business, because I had no plans of walking out that house that night.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
That is a true fact.
You
That
just
you,
heard
I
me.
swear, one thing we was all. You had everybody, like even Reza too. He was like, "Hey, that's Sean's not a bitch. He's not gonna just go out willingly, especially for the amount of time he's looking at." So we was all preparing for the worst, man.
Like back in the day, I did some dumb shit. I was out in the street. I provided for my family the best way I knew how. And Amanda's out there with my kids now. And if I had to go back out, and if something did that again, my family's not going without. I'm telling everybody now, I'll do it again to make sure my family doesn't go through anything like that. But I want to come home and be a positive influence to the people out there, like going through that mental health and stuff like that. I want to put some motivational stuff out there. Like, look, man, people mess up all the time. Like, I'm a walking proof that you can change. So I'm going to try to put a non-profit organization together called Chain Breakers for guys like us, felons, stuff like that, coming home that think they don't have nothing, or think they don't have no hope.
Chain breakers. I like that.
I like that.
Hey, so
Chain Breakers is what I'm going to call it. Non-profit, try to start funding for guys that think they don't have nothing. You do have something. You have other guys out in the community that's been through this stuff.
hey, so 3 years. So you gotta have 3 years of sobriety, and you can do something like where you can get paid for it and be like a drug counselor.
And that's what I want to do. I want to go into these middle schools and show these kids, like, the gang banging. I did it. The drug dealing, I did it. Y'all think it's cool because you see these big chains and all this money and these women. They don't show you the other side behind these walls.
Shit.
Right?
I can get you linked up with Kalo. Kalo, that's what he does. He goes to schools and talks with people like that, because people forget, like people forget that he used to mix and produce for Tupac, Biggie, like you
And
name it. That's what
I
he
was
used
going
to
to ask
do.
you, Jay. When I come home, I want you to put me in touch with with him, and I want to start going with him if I can to go to these schools and be like, hey, look, man, look, like this guy right here just did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm telling y'all, I'm please begging you all, if you have mental health and you're going through some shit, reach out to these people on this panel right here, man. They're going to take time to talk to you, or reach out to me, or my wife, Amanda. Listen, man, she's been through a lot. She is recovering addict. She's been clean 5 years, man. 5 years. And she's a walking proof that you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jay, you've been through struggles, addictions, stuff like that, stacks. Miss Sunnybrook, you probably have too. Doesn't mean like drugs or anything, but everybody's been through trials and tribulations, man. Like, this right here is what saved me. This straight savvy family and my family saved me. Like I said, man, like, can't stress y'all enough. I appreciate you. I love you all. Like, SP coming back, and SP gonna be stronger than ever.
Shit, you ain't got no choice, bro. We ain't gonna let you.
Yeah,
Right?
You ain't got no fucking
man. You
option.
can't change the
You
world.
have no
You change yourself.
And I can't make anybody else happy unless, not SP, unless Sean's happy. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be happy with me.
Well, what do we
Yes.
always say, fam? You got to work on that motherfucker in the mirror and become friends with your demons.
Yeah, you gotta become one with him.
You can't sit there and make them go away. You got to become friends with them, because you make them go away, they're
right.
still always going to be there. You got to make friends with them bitches. Have an
Hey,
understanding.
listen, man, and you taught me something, Jay, and I want to tell y'all, because I got to get off here and call my wife and make sure I talk to her and my daughter. But listen, man, the biggest enemy you're going to have in your life is that person facing you in that mirror.
Yep.
So once you get control of that person, you ain't got nothing else to worry about.
Yeah, you're gonna be at peace.
So listen, y'all, Sonny, I appreciate everything you've done. I appreciate you, Stacks. I appreciate Jay. I love y'all, Smokehouse, Ken Mason. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out Hicker Billy, all them, Obsolete, all y'all guys. Hey, listen, man. Y'all reach out to me. Paytail Communications, get with Stacks. Y'all drop me an email. Hey, listen, anything, write me a letter, something.
Oh, do we lose
Oh
him?
no.
Yeah. Well,
I hate that damn jail phone, bro. So,
Okay.
Sonny, you was talking about a story with
Oh,
your.
yeah.
So there's granite charge. There's a creek.
The house is fucked. Like spiritual, like it's charged. Let's just say that. And my dumbass didn't know any better, and I tried making friends with it or whatever it was. And I even pulled my daughter under this stairway because I was getting EVP after EVP, clear as day. Like to the point where they thought I was making this shit up. And I was like, I swear, this is real. And I was like, you want to see something cool? Watch this. And I push record. And I was like, Kevin, are you there? Say something. Like, I'm just doing bullshit EVP stuff. And then all of a sudden, I was paralyzed. Like, I could not move. I couldn't even turn my eyes. And I was fixated staring at this one spot on the bottom of the stairs. And then my daughter starts screaming. And I was able to then look at her screaming. What is she screaming at? There's a black orb that came from the ground and was hovering like this, like maybe like a foot away from her face.
It was black.
And it was black.
Shit.
And then she ran, but I'm still paralyzed. And like when she ran, it disappeared. And this is the part that traumatized me and is the reason why I live in Florida today, because I packed my shit up within a week and moved out of that house. I saw literally, that character Gollum. That's the closest thing I can describe it to.
Hold on. So you was it? So you had a wraith at your house too?
A what?
See, that's how weird I am.
Well,
a wraith. It's a wraith. It's looks like a fucking. It looks like Golem, pretty much.
It came out. It was bald. Jay, I tell you, I To the detail, I could tell you where random hairs were, where the veins were popping out of this thing. It had no eyes. It was only like a foot big. It wasn't big, but it slowly started like emerging and morphing into a body, and it was tapping the bottom of the stairs because it couldn't see. And it was going like this with its mouth, like
Yep. Nope.
feeling its way
Yep.
around. And I was like, I finally snapped out of it. God knows how long I was staring at this thing, but he was crawling, he making his way up the stairs. Like, I don't know if it was looking for me. I don't know what it was doing, but I ran out of the fucking house. And here's the shit kicker. I went out, my dumbass went to go buy sage, thinking, I'll sage it away. Let's go buy some crystal. I come back in the house and I light the fucking sage and I'm willy-nillying around. All of a sudden, my mom comes at me to strangle me, and her eyes were black. And I calmed her down. And then my dad, this is all true. I have witnesses. My dad pulls his hair and screams, I'm going to kill myself out of nowhere. And then they don't remember doing it. And then everything's fine. And then the house smelled like it was the worst. And
Smell like
everyone
rotten
thought
eggs.
it was a mix between that and the sage. My mom ended up
So,
having a reaction to it. Like, you're trying to
from what
kill
it
me with
sounds like to me, it was either one or two things. It could have been. It was definitely a dark entity. Definitely. But with it being in Maine, it's hard telling. Unless history of the grounds. But what usually needs to happen for anybody that ever goes through this, do what she did, but get everybody else included in this and make sure your windows are open and doorways are open when you do the sage. That way it can get the fuck out. Because if you're just doing when you just do the sage and you go room from room and smudging,
oh,
it's
you
going to
don't just
find the
randomly do
next
that.
thing that it can to latch onto to protect itself.
Oh my gosh. It pretended to be my sister that whole entire time. I thought I was getting my sister on recording. But then it
Mimics are a bitch. I hate mimics.
it used to call my name, Jay, in her voice. Like, we would hear her, like, and no one was like brave enough to talk about it because it's like one of those, she just died. You don't want to be like, oh, she's still here. It was weird. But the
And
paranormal
like I said,
exploded, and we all lost our minds.
well, it's like I said. I think it was last night. People that have been through a lot are really susceptible to certain things.
Grief.
That's why I'm a fucking magnet, and
Grief.
it's crazy. Yeah, especially if you've been through a lot of grief and pain, and it's a doorway.
You're like a target.
And what happens a lot, that's why they call alcohol spirits like they do, because it feels, it makes you act a certain kind of way too. It's a whole other subject and a half, man.
It's so sad because the paranormal world is so stigmatized, and people go through random weird experiences, good or bad, and they have nowhere to go. No one to just call. There's no phone number.
You really,
help, there's a ghost in my house.
well, people think you can just go to a priest and all this shit. You cannot.
No.
They will straight up call you. They will.
Call the police?
You will get castrized like severely. Yeah. Unless it's severe enough that you have enough evidence that they have to call in, and even just your regular Catholic priest cannot do exorcisms. There's specific things you got to do when it comes to that. I've seen an exorcism once, and no.
You've seen one?
That's
oof.
That was not fun. And so, like, I had my friend get possessed. I've been possessed, and anybody that I support anybody that wants to go and enjoy the paranormal world. It is a beautiful, beautiful world. But what I will tell y'all is, if you're one of them that gets scared easily, jumps easily, I would do cryptic hunting instead of going to paranormal. Because at least with cryptics, you have solid proof. You want to go find a Loch Ness monster, Bigfoot, fucking you go ahead. You track it just like an animal. And I telling you this because I did that with the dog man. I had literally, you can track these things if you want to. You know what you gotta look for. But ghosts, demons, and everything, that's you never know. Like she
You
had one
never
that
know.
pretended to be her
I
sister. I
say
had
we
one
just go
pretending to be my
snipe them.
grandpa. And you can sit there and think like, and this even happens in your dream. Like y'all ever have that weird feeling that something's going on, or you're watching yourself sleep, or you're having a really bad nightmare, or you feel like it's usually being influenced by something trying to get inside you. Not in a weird way, like legit.
A premonition.
Yep, premonition.
Premonition. There it is. Premonition.
But that's
Yeah.
one thing. That's why I love talking with people about ghosts and everything, because I'm like, oh well, have you ever done anything? And they're like, oh, I've been inside of an abandoned building, and I'm like, okay, just because you've been inside of an abandoned building doesn't mean you went ghost hunting.
No.
did
Well,
you
that
did you sit there with the recorder for 6 hours in a dark ass room? No, you didn't go ghost hunting.
exactly like that experience I had, like exploded my whole research, my own personal research in the field, because I was obsessed with trying to figure out what just happened. I
Yeah,
went to
because
see
it does not look like the movies. Like when you see an
no,
actual legit demon that's trying to form or some kind, it's not like the fucking
nope.
movies, y'all.
I
It's
had my
not.
eyes checked. I had my eyes checked because I did just cry myself blind. Maybe it was an eye thing. No, your eyes are fine. I had my mental health checked. Besides, like the usual PTSDs and the randoms, like I have no schizophrenia, no like hallucinogenic things wrong with me. I don't do drugs. Okay, check that box off. What the hell was it? So it's been years now. I do my own little investigations, but I'm big on those paranormal apps and trying to debunk all that shit.
Careful with a couple of those, because a lot of those are
AI
bullshit.
ruined it all. Like they're
Yeah,
none of them are credible.
I don't fuck
None
with
of
none of them
them.
because it's like, oh, you got to pay for this. I'm like, man, I have the same equipment right here. I don't need to pay for
Yeah.
shit.
Hey, Jay.
Yo,
Hey, who we gonna call?
ain't no fucking ghost man.
I'm just kidding.
Let's see. Trying to think. I had a question. What is I actually mentioned it. What is y'all's opinion on Bigfoot?
He's probably got some big shoes.
Fuck out of here.
I don't know if I see the motherfucker. I'm going the other way. He can have it. He can have
See,
it.
where Sonny's at, they call them skunk apes.
Yes. They're very big up in Maine.
Hey, I see a big motherfucker want to talk.
believers.
Hey, yeah.
Then you got Rougarous on. Like the thing with me when it comes to that, there is so much evidence and documents from generation on generation on generation going way back of the lost tribes. But yet we can mention the lost tribes in the Bible, but when it comes down to actually finding these lost tribes, there is no. It's always focused on the lost Jewish tribes. There's a lot more to that. The human race is, well, it's not even just human race. It used to be multiple races at once. But that's what I was talking about yesterday with the first civilization and pre-civilization of other things that they taught us that doesn't exist or it's crazy.
Hey,
We're not alone on this shit. No matter if you cannot tell me or anything on that, it convince me otherwise. I'm not just talking about aliens. I'm talking about everything.
Don't forget about the Wendigo.
Hey, I don't know about that, but I seen it.
Hey, fuck that. Wendigos are not fun. I've seen that's one of the last investigations we had. It was it was definitely I got stalked by something. It was not a ghost. It was not and it was a Native American spirit. That's all I know. That was not human.
Hey, I don't know about that, but one time I walked
possibly a skinwalker. It was possibly a skinwalker, but yeah, it was definitely
them motherfuckers looked deformed, like 3D formed and shit.
Well, it was
weird.
Well, we had to leave. I'll let Stack say. We had to leave after this. We had to leave because something happened with them. It was started getting really fucking weird, and we pretty much was like, "Yeah, fuck all this. We're done." We put everybody inside, and me and my partner, we took the other group home. And while we were gone, my girl and my buddy's sister and our camera guy was still at the spot. And they were sitting there telling us that there was somebody sitting there that had our voice, everything. Like we were outside telling them to open the door.
Fuck that.
Yeah, so it was definitely it was a skinwalker for sure. But yeah, nah. And when it comes once we realized where we were, we thought it was just something built up the fort, and it was. But then we found out that it actually used to be Native American grounds. We're like, yep, nope, we're done. Because once you're on there and that's especially when it's land that's been desecrated that used to be, you cannot pay me enough to go in and investigate another spot like that ever again. So y'all, if you ever go to some village that had some kind of Native American history, definitely look it up. Don't go to just the regular library section. Look at the classified section to see what was up. Because there was we ended up sitting there we went through a time loop on accident and we saw soldiers from the fort come in and burn in the village. But there's no documented proof of it. Yeah, I don't think I was supposed to see what I saw that day.
Hey, listen. I don't know about that, but listen. One night I walked in my back door, bro. I think I said this before. But, bro, there's a spider, bro, that fucking jumped up at me and barked.
Yeah.
And I'm not lying to you, bro.
You said that shit last night.
Hey.
That was a challenge, brother.
That scarred me for life, bro. It scarred me for life. I don't. They can have it. That's why I'll never go to
them and them fucking spiders they have in Australia. They can
bro, that motherfucker, that spider was about as big as my hand, bro, and jumped up at me and barked like he had a problem with me being in the house or something.
You have spiders that big that are,
I didn't know we had spiders that big, but I seen that. Yeah, well, wolf spiders can get that big around here. Yeah, that big, yeah, but I never seen one jump or bark, but I don't ever want to see one again. I believe.
Hey, that one didn't like you, bro.
Hell no. He can have it. Hey, the toilet seat's down. Go ahead.
Hey, he spooked you or something. He spooked the hell out of you, didn't he?
Hell yeah. Hell no. That's why I never go to Australia. Them motherfuckers.
Man, hell no. Like, the most Australia I will get is going down to Florida. That's about it.
Nah, them motherfuckers got motherfucking spiders that carry midgets on their back.
Spiders down the street, bro. Birds here. Shit.
Yeah.
Florida's nuts.
Yeah, them motherfuckers, they eat a human.
So, Sonny, since you're down there in Florida with all the fun experimental animals, have you come across anything? Y'all got a zoo down there. Well, because just anything, I know y'all got skunk apes, y'all got rougarous down there, and then what part are you in the Panhandle, or are you on actually?
No, I'm central, east, like east central.
Okay, so you're not where the Seminole lands and everything was, because that's something. Like, I want to ask somebody questions about lived up there because I want to know about the lands up there because there's I didn't know about the mounds that LSU had that are older than the fucking pyramids. I just found out about that last night. So I want to know what else is down there because I didn't know that the Illinois Seminole Indians and everybody, they went towards swamp country like that. That was never something that's ever really spoken on.
Yeah, and they were experts on fighting their battles on the mangroves. Those trees, their roots grow out of the water, and they mostly grow on swampland. And they would lure whoever they were about to battle into these areas, into the swamplands with these mangroves, and they mastered running from tree to tree to tree, and they would run, slice you, and keep running and slice you, and they were called dark shadows of the night. Like how they battled, and they would also lure you to where alligators were, so they wouldn't even have to do anything, and they would just feed you to the alligators. The Seminoles were badass. They were not nice.
Hey, them people I'm gonna be friends with.
That's the thing I want to know. When it comes to when that whole continent shifted, how do we have the same kind of creature that's only really kind of unique in this area in America, Africa, and Asia?
Global warming. We all used to be all together.
That ain't got nothing to do with fucking alligators.
Yeah, it does, man. That's what to do with it. No, because the tectonic plates, we all used to be like one.
Well, I know.
We used to be all together.
Used to be one weather.
I know what the answer is. It's just I'm just saying, as far as science wise, they don't tell us this shit. But yet you can be, if you
Fuck
just look
Scientology.
hard enough, and you look at like, okay, well these people drew this. All right, well these people drew this, and it's kind of similar, but they're all the way over here. They never
Yeah,
had
Yeah.
any kind of
California's
technology
gonna
that
be
can
an
get them
island
all the way
soon.
over here. So how do they know about the same thing that these people do all the way over here? But yet there's
Today,
no
scientists
connection
are
at all.
puppets.
That's all it is. That's just like with All right, let me go right here. Why do y'all think the Titanic sunk?
They were testing the ship's strength.
Nope.
Because
Ooh,
they didn't
that's
realize how much of the ice was under the goddamn ground, I guess.
Nope.
I don't know, because the motherfuckers were fucking too busy fucking and watching the goddamn fucking
Nope.
out front.
I think it has
No,
something to do with
because
time
who was
jumping and
really
shit.
who was technically on that boat was coming over here to make a new banking system to get around to have out the world banking system with the Rockefellers.
Ooh. Interesting.
But you know, that's one of the things you got to look into. Just
And
like
you know what?
who invented the light bulb?
Some other guy other than
A black
Thomas
guy?
Edison.
No, it wasn't
Hey,
Thomas Edison, but
Did we
Thomas
go to the moon?
Edison came up with the patent for it. But the technology that we use today
A black man actually invented it.
is Tesla.
Really?
Do you
The
think we went
wireless
to the
stuff
moon?
that we use, that's Tesla. None of that was Edison.
Do you think in 1965 that we put a man on the moon?
No, but I believe.
I believe that we did to a certain extent. I
Exactly,
believe
but
the
not
moon
how they
mission
showed it.
was a peace treaty.
To the Russians?
No.
To
To those, because the moon's nothing more than a satellite.
Or
It's not
China?
real. It's artificial.
Well, we was in the
You think the moon's a satellite?
It is. Like there have been recordings that if there's I forget what it was, but they chimed on it and it just kept echoing. Hollow.
well, you know, we was in a race with Russia and China to get the first
Oh, no.
man on the moon.
But that was also
First,
just
build
nothing
a
more.
moon.
That is something. Y'all familiar with Transformers at all?
Yeah, like
Movie?
I'm sure y'all are. Y'all seen the Revenge of the Fallen where they have to focus on the moon?
mm-hmm.
That's more or less what something had. Like there's actually shit up on the moon. That's because
But how you
when
know
we
this?
when we originally came from Mars to here, that was the drop off point because we are the only planet out here that has a moon like we do that is just perfect. It's not too far, it's not too close, and
Everybody
we're
wants
just
our
perfect
moon.
enough away from the sun to have what we have.
How you know this?
Like I said, bro, I'm that weird motherfucker that had nothing better
Hey,
to
listen,
do
hey,
than
listen.
go into libraries and avoid getting beat up.
Hey, listen, everybody, we only know what we're told, bro. So there could be so much other shit that we don't even know.
But what if you don't listen? Then what are you told?
But there's some things that we're not supposed to know.
No, we're
We'll
not.
never know the truth.
Like that's why if we really knew what,
It's too dangerous.
Yeah,
to know.
like I've been saying, we only know 5% of our fucking ocean floor. 5%, and our planet is mostly water.
The ocean terrifies me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we down there. I don't
recorded.
want to see. Like,
I don't. I will never. Like I think I said that earlier. I will go on a cruise, but I will only go on one towards Alaska and in the Caribbean.
Hey,
Never in the
would you
Atlantic.
get on the Titanic too? I heard they're building like another Titanic.
Fuck that, dude. That is not.
I'm
a
not
good
getting
idea.
on nothing that's called Titanic at all.
Like
Well,
a
now they don't have to worry about killing anybody to start a new banking system. They already got us all fucked with Bitcoin. They don't have to. It's so easy. It's so easy now for them to influence us compared to what it was. Because are y'all familiar with the Knights Templar at all?
The Knights
Say that
Templar,
one more
like the treasure.
Knights Templar?
Yeah.
Knights Templar.
No, that's the treasure. I'm talking about the actual order of the Knights Templar.
No,
Like for the
I'm not familiar
Freemasons?
with it.
The ones, they branched off into. They're kind of like they're a secret society, but the Masons more evolved. The Masons came from ancient Egypt, but what I'm talking about, the Knights
I know you're
Templar
talking vaguely.
are the Holy Land Knights. They went over during the Holy Land Wars when they were Christian soldiers.
Well, you know, I think John Wilkes Booth was a part of that, and fucking that's that whole thing back then was fucking them people.
The what?
Just oh man, the people you just said, bro. John Wilkes Booth.
Knights Templar?
Yeah, he was involved.
John
with
Wilkes
people.
Booth was not a Knight Templar. He was Order of the Golden Circle, which was the ones just like Jesse James. Knights of the Golden Circle were the ones that wanted to bring back slavery in the South. Different. John Wilkes Booth was a part of that.
And you know what? We're gonna talk tomorrow about this. Nah, because motherfucking, and that's my shit is fucking, it's history, bro. Believe it or not, and fucking, just right now, and fucking kind of.
So
Kinda
do
all
you
plugged up, man.
believe? So do you believe that it was an asteroid that knocked out the dinosaurs, or do you believe that that's really where the term of that dragons were really among us, and that's what it was?
That the dragons
Well,
did it?
I have a reason. I have a reason. I'm asking this in a second. But
I've
I
never
mean,
heard
they
that.
found.
Hey, there's dragons. There always was. There still is.
always was.
Well, there
Still
bearded
dragons
dragons
around. You
and
just
shit like
don't. You don't pay attention. They're here. What do you think birds are?
Well, example.
Sure, dinosaurs.
No, exact. Right. Good point. Good point. Because a lot of the skeletons that we have of dinosaurs are fake. They
True.
are.
I
There's
believe
part
that,
of them.
definitely.
Well,
Yeah,
because
you
we
can't find
have
every
we only
piece
found
out there.
most of them are like we found like maybe a cheekbone, like a jawbone, a leg bone. Rarely ever up until recently have we ever found a full complete skeleton.
Well, see, this opens up a whole nother book. I mean, like a whole nother like thing.
I told you it was getting weird tonight, bro. I told you.
Because then you can go into like evolution theory and all that shit and be like,
Evolution theory and all that's different. That's different. But I'm talking
But
about just
it
I'm
fucking
strictly talking about
overcome-
dinosaurs. Strictly dinosaurs
Shit,
right now.
dude.
Because evolution theory is a whole I ain't got enough. I only got like 40 minutes left. I ain't got enough
no,
time for
but
the
it
whole
would
episode.
open up. That would open up that. It would open up a page where you could get right into that.
Well,
Like
the reason why I said that is because you know
one right
there's
turn, we're at
also-
the supermarket. Goddamn.
well, there's a hieroglyphs of people actually with dinosaurs.
Where?
True.
Egypt. But
Is there
and the
really?
reason why I said that is because they say nuclear energy ages things rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the Sahara was nothing but Greenland. And if y'all know anything a little bit about the Hindu beliefs and everything, you know, the wars with the old gods and a lot of them, what they had, it was nuclear weapons shooting at each other. You can find a lot of the evidence of this, you know, find certain spots in the desert that have glass from being extra heated. But, you know, that's something that you got to dig into the history book to find.
Did you say
That's why I
nuclear
brought this
weapons?
up.
From when?
The ones that
It
came
wouldn't be
before, bro.
nuclear- It wouldn't be like nuclear weapons. They would just be like.
That's why I asked, how much do you know?
Hey,
Because,
Well, no, I mean, I'm saying because
weaponized like that in their hands back in them days. Nobody knows how they did it, but they tell the choreographs. You can see them on all their little temples and shit. They show they show a ray gun. That's a fucking nuclear gun.
Yeah,
Well,
bro.
those-
Like straight up. Like I get it, you know, back in our ancestors, you know, they used to be really over imaginative, you know, a fucking dragon flying
well,
around
I
and
think
all
we're
that
like
shit.
metaphorically speaking too.
Some things, but when it can be backed up, that's why like I
Even in the
forget what
Bible, they
I was
got
watching.
golden chariots and all that stuff.
That's just what our ancestors interpreted it as, but it might not be that.
I mean,
Just like
that
they
could go on for
saw
days,
something
bro.
that looked like
this cell phone could be a VCR and somewhere else, but that's just what we're taught.
Exactly. Just like they found the world's oldest computer that was from ancient Greece in the bottom of the ocean.
So
they cannot figure out how this shit was made, but yet it was made.
So is the world? So is the Earth flat? Or
no, hell no. I don't think it's not flat, but
See,
it's a lot older than what it's. it's a lot older than what we give it credit for.
Oh yeah, she's old.
Where do you get all
What?
this information, Jay?
30 years of being a geek and not fitting in.
A lot of
Like,
reading.
see, I don't believe anything off the internet. Anything. They
Off of
have.
what?
There's so many.
Oh,
agents.
oh. Pete just hit it right here. He said carbon dating has been found to not be reliable. I believe you're referring to Half-Life, sir. I mean, carbon dating is not, is not reliable at all. And that's the only thing, like Jeremiah Sitchin, I think it was one of his that I was watching, was talking about, as far as the age wise, because if you radiate something, like we radiate a bone, it will appear and then have the same bone, but not radiated. One's going to appear older. A lot older.
I mean, it makes
Radiation.
sense. But ain't
I said the same thing because I grew up as
there's
a
radiation like everywhere. Like you stand close to the microwave before you get radiation.
I grew up,
But they used to have signs that really said microwave.
What do you think your phones do all the time?
Well, what made
me
me
that's why
I grew up as a Jehovah Witness. That's what the family I come from, and I got tired of being told how this is supposed to be. And I'm like, this doesn't add up. This doesn't make sense. There's more questions I want to ask.
Jehovah Witness.
So I started studying other religions, and then when I got to the Hindu one, I'm like, damn, I can go look into the Hindu beliefs and and it was not just their beliefs, but their stories. And then I can go look into a history book and then a science, and then something about science, and it all lines up to something the same fucking thing.
That's why you're not supposed to read in other religions, because then it opens your mind, and then the first one on the commandment board is thou shalt not put no other God before me. And that's why you shouldn't go into other religions, because then it opens your mind. You become acceptable. Then you start wondering, like, oh shit.
Hell yeah, I wanted to wonder. I had to, because I was told that anybody that was different than me was going to hell. I wanted to know why they were going to hell.
Who, you different?
Yeah. I was wondering. I'm like, okay, so this person believes in this person. Their God's already been here, but ours is coming back. So I'm not supposed to believe that they're right because they believe in their faith. And then adults, I literally would have debate with adults on this.
So was our parents wrong for telling us that there was a Santa Claus and an Easter Bunny?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Not really.
Biggest lie I ever told.
You ever watch Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you was a kid, you shouldn't have watched that. That's a portal to hell right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Actually, yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things too. That you dig into the wormhole a little bit of it. That's yeah. That was not a good movie for kids to watch, but they made it as kids. But then again, how do you hit people early on to make them?
Listen, I gotta take it somewhere else. Why does all Disney movies kill off the parents?
Oh, Disney's fucked.
Have you ever read the Brothers Grimm Disney copied to make all their movies?
Because Mr. Disney didn't have parents.
Disney was a piece of work, man. Disney was a fucking Nazi. Severe Nazi.
He was a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
Hey, you know why Hitler killed himself?
And racist as fuck.
Why?
Because he opened the gas bill. He got the gas bill.
Fuck out. But not the reason, like what one thing, like how they get our youth to when people are talking like I am, that makes your ears feel a certain kind of way. You're like, damn, that's not knowledge I'm used to. Hell no, it's not.
Yeah.
Like I come from a line of the old gods and druids back in Ireland before a lot of things happened. So that's what I had to do a little bit of looking and reading on that, and I started wondering, and that's why I say, and I mean this, because history's written by the victors, not the victims. If it was written by the victims, there'd be a whole lot more out there.
I believe that.
Because how many books about the Trail of Tears do you actually see written from the Native Americans that went through that?
Not
How many people do you see that came from Irish descent talk about how they got treated when they came over here? Don't see. But yet, unless you really know what has happened or you dig a little bit,
Hey,
you're not going to find out. But they don't want people to know because it's going to make them look bad.
Hey, there's Diary of Anne Frank.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
sad.
that shit was that whole event, bro. I couldn't do it. They were like 7 deep in the attic, bro.
And
Look at the
and
Green
they
Mile.
still didn't make it.
Huh?
The Green Mile.
He said Green Mile.
Yeah.
Ain't got nothing to do with it.
Hey, I just throw it in there. Stacks was throwing shit off, so I had to throw it off too.
Yeah.
But he
getting hooked up to old Sparky. What do you say?
Yeah, I had to throw it in there because Stack was throwing stupid shit in there, so I had to.
No, but it's really not stupid though.
No,
I did.
Well, that's
Hey,
one
Green
thing.
Mile,
People,
hey, the book is totally different than the fucking
The movie.
Yeah.
It's completely different. The book's better than the movie.
Well, that's because Stephen King's a goddamn. He's an.
Oh, dude, I got you. If you want to, hey, we got you for that. My wife's got a whole collection of that.
Yeah, Stephen King is like the most descriptive author there is. He could
Have
literally
y'all
spend
ever
a whole chapter on explaining the movement of the rocking chair.
have y'all ever seen the Stand that he did?
Yes,
The movie.
the book is awesome.
The book is awesome. Yes, the book is awesome. But the movie, yeah, that's something that made me want to look into a lot more too. I'm like, damn, it really is that basic and simple. And
Yeah,
and people that tell me that there's no way that the devil doesn't work in certain ways, yes, he does.
Just watch
That's a
Carrie.
very true fact.
Carrie.
And people always people always think like when they talk about media stars and all this shit, the people that it's always a conspiracy. Like, oh well, there's how the fuck do you think they hit people? You get a Katy Perry, you get a Miley Cyrus. Actually, not her anymore. She's not part of it no more. But you get certain people.
Come in like a wrecking ball.
But you get certain people that they can sit there and doll up and make them hit and influence our youth because it ain't us. We're smart enough to know, like, oh nah, fuck all that pansy ass shit. But our kids aren't. People younger than us aren't. That's why I always say all the time, we need to watch our next generation because they're doing this shit openly. Look at the cartoons that we had on our shit. Like we thought Ren and Stimpy was bad and all that.
And then you bring
back and I support anybody that wants to be any kind of way, but I don't believe when a kid is 8 years old should be having to learn what a transgender person is.
Oh,
you
don't
cannot
even
convince
get
me.
started.
You can't convince me.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I don't think at that young age they should have to. Yeah, you're right.
That's some sick shit.
So that's why I don't pay attention to it. What when I first started getting to that point, I'm like, man, fuck all this shit. I started studying, literally looking into the old ways on things, and what I mean by that is
living off the
really what it sounds like. And it's not me sacrificing nobody. It's not that. It's getting centered and pay attention to what is in front of me, what my body feels, and if there's something that's fucking wrong, I want to look into why is it wrong.
It's psychological warfare.
That's what it is. It's a psychological war because that's why I always say it's us versus them, and it's no longer you can paint a face on it. Hell nah. They straight up, I wanted to talk about the reptile people earlier, and that's something that I firmly believe in. Anybody familiar with that at all?
Say it again.
They alter their body type shit.
The reptile people,
Yeah.
The ones that are secret government officials.
Like
chameleons.
Oh yeah, I guess.
They're really not even chameleons. They have bodysuits.
Right.
The lizard people.
The slip-ons. I call them the slip-ons.
The ones that control all media and all that shit that are working with the Illuminati, which the real Illuminati died out because the Illuminati used to be a really powerful organization that helped with this shit. And they got ran out around the same time the Knights Templar.
What's the whole underground city? It's a whole airport out there. Fucking what's the fucking?
I believe that.
Yeah, no, you're talking about. Well,
The
shit.
whole
Here's a perfect
underworld, bro.
example on why you really got to watch with history. Y'all familiar with Mexico
Oklahoma.
City, right?
Yeah.
It was built on top of the Aztec capital,
Yeah.
but nobody knew until they did the renovations and they started digging shit up.
What's it? What fucking airport is fucking built right underneath the underground world? The underground world. What the fuck?
Look at
There's
Las
literally
Vegas.
like fucking There's literally like signs in the airport that. Hold on, I gotta look it up. I know it.
Ooh, Zilla sent me something different. Oh shit. Yeah, look it up. I'm gonna spin the Zilla song real quick.
Jay, I'm actually
'Cause I
gonna
know what
head
you're talking.
out.
You're good. Appreciate you jumping in, Sonny.
Yeah.
Appreciate your
Sonny.
story.
Lovely talking and hanging out. Hope to see you guys soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Don't see you here. I'll see you here soon.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck is this? Hold on. Yeah, I know my next door neighbor knows this shit, bro.
Mhm.
What you call his motherfucking name?
This is Zilla Gorilla with Sinking Low. See, we got about a half hour left, y'all. Anybody want to come up here and talk about some weird shit?
That shit. Your secret.
I could write you points till I'm blue in the face. I could blow my brains all over this page. I could say everything that you wanted me to say, but it wouldn't make the pain just go away. How much more can you really take? How much longer till I really break? Need you here cause you keep me safe. Can't nobody else just take your place. Been through it all, can't save no face. She was there for me when I fell from grace. You're everything to me, where I wanna be. We done got this far, can't break on me. 7 years strong and we pulled right through. Stomped through hell in the gasoline suit. Didn't even matter cause I did it with you. Everything to gain and nothing to lose.
You walked through hell with me. I'm glad I got you by my side. As long as you'll be with me, I know things will be alright. You went to hell for me. Glad I got you by my side. Long as you'll be with me, I know I'm gonna be alright.
With the old suitcase, she pulling up the road. We walked so far that it hurt our souls. About gave in, but we wouldn't fold. Come on, babe, another mile to go. Extend this stay that we called our home. Prepaid minutes, barely had a phone. Split appetizers, never gave up hope. Money for the rent that I asked to float. Ain't had shit, but we had to smoke. Living in the struggle, only way to cope. Traded my chain to pay what I owe. Say we went through it, but they really don't know. Freeze hell to be with you and I wanna grow. Whoa, we lift us up when we feel so low. Got a water plan just to watch it grow. I can never give back all the love you shown.
You walked through hell with me. I'm glad I got you by my side. As long as you'll be with me, I know things will be alright. You went to hell for me. Glad I got you by my side. Long as you'll be with me, I know I'm gonna be alright. You walked through hell with me. I'm glad I got you by my side. As long as you'll be with me, I know things will be alright. You went to hell for me. Glad I got you by my side. Long as you'll be with me.
Mm-hmm. That was dope.
Hey, Zilla.
Hey, so I was talking about it earlier. So Freemasons, the Illuminati,
Mhm.
basically the New World Order. So it's
Mhm.
believed that the Denver International Airport was built by
The
or
one that has the
made.
mural of the fucking World
Yeah,
War
it's
Three.
it has the fucking mural of the fucking what the fucking Children of the World Dream piece.
Mhm.
The fucking what's the statue? They got a fucking statue. What's it? Lucifer statue.
Yeah, yeah, the moon, yeah,
And they have they actually have the fucking Freemason sign,
mhm.
the capstone shit.
Mhm.
And they said, there's conspiracy theories say that it was built by or was made for the secret society.
How much you believe that?
It's either that or it's just goddamn weird coincidence, ain't it?
I believe in I don't believe in conspiracy theories no more. There's fucking conspiracy facts.
Yeah,
Like,
it goes deeper, bro. Like, as soon as I saw the New World Order, it just brought it all back. But it's weird.
well, it's when that's why I thought it was funny when the whole shot started popping up. I'm like, huh, okay. The government's wanting to give out free shit, but it can't even give out fucking free insulin. Convenient, right?
They start some joint.
Hey, I was trying to tell you something earlier today, but I can get to you. We lived in this fucking house to live by the railroads, and back in them days, that's when they ran slaves and stuff. We have tunnels up here, like railroad tracks and shit. This used to be an old railroad house, and we lived there for a little bit. And every day I'd wake up and my fish tank would be empty, no water on the floor. There'd be fucking fleas by the thousand, just like swarming your feet and shit like that. We'd wake up with handprints on us and shit. Shit would fly against the wall. One day our electric went out, so I go to the basement. It's a straight dirt floor. I get down to the basement. I put the switch up. I had 3 doors that came down into the basement first. I came through the first one, with the second and the third one. I come down this flight of steps, and it's nothing but dirt. It ain't very big. It's enough to turn around for a little here and there. And then you got the landing off where it comes off with the bricks are built up around the bottom of the foundation. Nothing but dirt. Right. So I took the switch back on. As soon as I did it, went right back off. When I turned around, I said, okay, what the fuck? And I heard this growling. As soon as I heard the growl, I said, oh, fuck, dude. It was a growl that, like, it shook my body. It was really fucking strange. I never felt this before. And fucking, I was like, what the fuck? And, I was trying to put everything together. And then I was trying to get out of the door, and I couldn't. And then I see nothing but red eyes, dude. It fucking everywhere. And I heard this growling, and it got darker and darker and kept coming up the steps. I was trying to get out the fucking first door. I couldn't get it, so I went through that motherfucker. So I come to the third door. I kicked it open. And the time I got to the fucking that last door, it wouldn't let me out. Like, it was like somebody was holding that motherfucker. When I finally got that motherfucker open, dude, it was like trying to fucking rip a fucking bank door open. Like, literally. And you're talking about a little flimsy ass fucking door from the 1800s that fucking you're trying to get out of. Yeah, it's got them little fucking hand locks on them and shit. Yeah. Like, you couldn't latch it or nothing. It was a hand lock. Like, you push them in and locks. Yeah, and I couldn't get out the fucking basement. It was getting darker and darker each step that I took. It was following me. Yeah. That motherfucker, I mean, dude, I was showering once, and there was a hand in there in the shower with me. It was some fucking weird shit.
Did you ever do any backstory on the house at all?
Oh, hell no, dude. We moved out of there. Everybody's ever lived there, they've had people, like 4 people die in that house, and they can't explain their deaths. But it's really, really haunted, bro. It's bad there. I mean, Lee's left one day. I had somebody over, and he called me up 2 days later. He said, hey, man, why'd you bring all these fucking fleas to my house? I said, what are you talking about? I ain't got no fleas in my house. What are you talking about? The fleas were gone. They were at his house. And then ever since that day, that dude fell off, bro, and ain't seen him since. He went to prison 3 different times and all kinds of shit. The devil got a hold of him, bro. The house was evil. The house was evil, bro. It wanted somebody. I mean, you can't explain you can't explain a 50-gallon water tank full of fish and stuff every morning empty with no water on the floor. I mean, fish got thirsty. Yeah.
You ain't shit.
I mean, that's some weird shit, though, you know.
Yeah, that's fuck that. Hey, look, I be scared every day. Like, what the fuck? That's some weird shit. The motherfucker look at me in my face and the motherfucker eyes are red like that, and I can't get out. I'm scarred for the rest of my life. They might as well send me up to Western State and fucking put them.
Dude, them houses are haunted all through there on that area up here in Springfield.
There's
That
some
whole area
Oh
is
yeah,
road.
I forgot about that. You're in Springfield. Oh.
Yeah, man. We used to have all the slave tunnels all over Springfield. Slave tunnels.
Well, how familiar are you with all the bullshit in Ohio, Mr. Smoke? I forgot you're in the state with me.
We're the state with the most cryptoids.
The state with the most haunted everything. Well, a lot of people don't realize Ohio is nothing more than a big ass battlefield, bro.
Remember this, okay? You know the cemetery. You ever hear about them gates always getting knocked down and drove and wrecked into?
Yeah.
You know why? Because the people now buried on top of an Indian burial. So whoever's like non-Indian will crash and kill themselves in that fence.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but for real, like, you know why they put fences around cemeteries and shit?
Robbery.
No, people dying to get in.
What?
People dying again.
No, people dying to get in.
Dying to get in.
I heard that one.
Yeah. Yeah, but that house, man, it was fucking crazy. All kinds of crazy shit happened in there. I mean, you literally have handprints on you when you wake up in the morning.
No, hell no. See?
Yeah, see, it's killed people in that house, so we ain't never looked back. Everybody drives past the house is scared to fucking go in it. You'll see them peeking out the windows and shit.
See, I've been in foster care by the end of the week.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's some deep shit. My aunt and uncle used to be a witch, and my great uncle was a warlock. And they used to do some weird shit in this fucking house at the entrance down here at Snyder Park. And the people's replaced the room I don't know how many times. There used to be
kind of weird shit, like some black magic.
Used to be a TV set up in this room, and it would run 24 hours a day. And then there was a big ass pentagram on the floor. But the TV would run 24 hours a day, man. They replaced that room 4 different times. And every time they take everything out of it and get rid of the fucking mark on the floor, it comes right back the same it was. The room does. The TV comes back, the floor gets painted back again with the pentagram. That's some weird shit.
See? Time repeats itself, too. History repeats itself.
The shit's out there, man.
That means the weed's getting as strong as it was back then.
I've literally seen people walk. Me and my wife were sitting and watching TV one day, dude. I swear to God. I looked like somebody opened the fucking door, peeked their fucking head out, and then looked at us and went back through the little fucking thing they came from right through the fucking air.
Stop smoking.
I've seen that twice.
Hey, stop smoking the pink cocaine, bro.
Well,
yeah, right.
Us being in Ohio, that's one of the issues. Like, there's it's all kinds of shit all over Ohio, bro.
There's some crazy shit be going on in this place. People think you're crazy, but if you see somebody fucking literally open the door out of fucking nowhere, peek their head and look at you, and then fucking boom, close it right in midair.
Hey,
like, what the fuck is that? I've seen it more than once.
I'm going to go. Hey, look, I'm going to follow. I'm trying to see what the fuck this motherfucker wants.
Fuck that shit, dude. I've caught demons in fucking crystals before. In mini houses, I've done it. They turn black. There's a black center inside of them. They'll be clear as fuck, but as soon as you catch something in that bitch, it turns dark. You'll see it turn dark. That shit is.
I'd be hit.
We keep them around the house. My wife does fucking all kinds of shit, man. She got fucking spells, potions, and all kinds of shit.
Hey, listen, I'll be for the rest of my life. I'll be like this, at the house.
My wife makes moon water and shit like that, and makes fucking pedal spells to keep us safe.
Moon water.
Yeah, moon water does a lot. It's a very, very
full moon. You put a jar of water in the window and
during the full
do the same with crystals.
Yep.
Do the same with crystals too. Charge them.
Yep. Man, they're powerful, bro. People don't realize how to use them right.
Hey, it wasn't Randy burning wood. It was the fucking retards next door.
Fucking figures.
He's on his way
fucking
down
inbreds. Is he? Good. I need some weed. I'm out of weed.
That's the problem.
My motherfucking ass needs to smoke. I don't smoke, dude. I'm like Jay, dude. I get all fucked up.
60, right?
All my nerves fucking start clenching in my neck and shit where I broke it.
60, right?
60, right?
Keep fucking me up, dude. I can't move. I'll be like stiff and shit. I'll be like silver palsy in the morning, dude. I swear, I promise you. It sucks. I got to take my cane and run it up my back and bend over and let it go crack all the way up. Same with my neck. I got to bend over and pull my neck out and go like this and shit so my bones adjust. If not, I'm like fucked up.
Yeah, it's what happens when you turn 55.
No, it happens when you fall 3 stories.
Yeah, bro. That's crazy that you survived that, bro.
Yeah,
I got lucky because it turned around. If I wouldn't have turned myself around on that fall, I could have died. But I fucking stuck the landing and rolled.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Tell that story, Smoke.
Which one?
The one of you falling?
Oh, me falling? Yeah, dude. Fucking, we was out fucking doing jobs and shit one day, and it was the day before that we decided not to do a job. I told them not to do it. I mean, fuck, I got years experience with Asplin and Nelson, with power lines and all that shit. I've done it all. Hurricanes. And they wouldn't listen to me, and we fucking went to this tree. And it was touching neutral primary wire. And I'm like, dude, I'm not fucking touching that tree. That's a fucking job for like the power company and shit. Call Aspen. He's like, why? I said, because it's wet, it's dead, and you can stick a key into it. And I said, but don't stick a key into it because it's hitting primary wire. Why don't you just take that pole saw right there and stick it in the tree? And you tell me if you're going to climb it. He's like, no, I won't do it. So I grabbed it and stuck that motherfucker straight into the fucking trunk. Okay, you're talking about a fucking tree. It's an oak tree. It's rotted, and it's touching neutral and primary. You tell me what the fuck you think. You going to climb it? Nope. Fuck you. I ain't dying for you. So takes me home. We made our money. Come back the next day. Everything's peachy and cool. I climb up the fucking big-ass pine tree, delimit all the way up, tie off on the top of it, come down so I can drop it in 2 halves, be done with. Fucking, I get to start cutting this shit. I started leaning back. Got the rope tight, threw it out, started leaning my fucking back, started adjusting my belt little by little. And then the next thing you know, as soon as I'm in the middle of my cut, dude, it snaps. Boom. So I'm falling, you know what I'm saying? Falling backwards. Lucky I delimbed the tree. If I wouldn't delimb that fucking tree, I probably would have been stabbed. I would have like been impaled or some shit. But see, with all the I had, you know, I knew how to delimb, so that's straight to the trunk. You know, that's the safest way to do it because staggers will kill you. Will. Pine trees ain't no joke. I mean, they're snappable, but they're sharp too. Like fucking blades, man. They'll fuck you up. Of course, any tree will.
So what do you do with the saw?
Well, on my way down, what cracked my head open? It split my head open because I had a saw hub running in the cut. So I was full cut. I was full open and shit with the cuts. When I fell back, it hit me in the face right here and split my forehead before I hit the ground. Once I hit the ground, though, I didn't know my bones were broken. And I'm running looking like Harry and shit. The movie, I got blue. I was covered in blood from head to toe, man, literally. And I was running with the chainsaw, chasing these motherfuckers, want to kill them.
Yeah, fuck Smokey. I used to start calling him chainsaw.
Yeah, I knew what happened. And the fucking, it wasn't for the paramedic stopping me, dude, I probably would have killed these guys. I mean, I was going on a mission, bro. Yeah. I had a broken neck. I had a fucking broken middle of my back. I broke my middle of my back to L7. I broke that motherfucker, L1 and L2 in the middle of my neck. And I'm chasing these motherfuckers, not knowing my neck's breaking, fucking blood all over me and shit, like carrying shit, literally, bro. It was pouring out of me. And I was like, am I okay? I was ready to fucking fight everybody. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care about the blood, knowing I was about to die, you know.
Hey, from now on,
I spent some time, dude, in a Halo. It sucked, man. I had fucking rods in my head and shit.
So next my brain. Yeah, but wow. How long was you in that joint?
Damn near fucking a year and a half with the Halo on. And it took me like fucking 5 years to fucking like be able to actually walk without my side.
Yeah, to relearn to walk again.
My tailbone.
Damn.
I've had a hernia and all kinds of shit, dude. I deal with. It sucks because people don't know what a hernia is, especially if it's in the wrong spot.
What?
It affects fucking a hernia. That's when you got a fucking ripped stomach and interlining stomach and your shit.
Oh, I got a hernia. Oh,
yeah, I
had a hernia.
Place, man, and I still got to get it done again. It sucks because it fucked me up, bro. I didn't even know I had it. I sneezed one day and my fucking stomach blew up.
Yeah, mine's an umbilical hernia, bro.
Yeah, that shit sucks,
surgery.
bro.
I had so one time it was last year, March time last year, last Easter actually. I was feeling sick the whole week, bro, and so it finally got to a point where I couldn't hold nothing down, like even like small sips of water, I was puking it back up. And fucking, so they called the ambulance and whatnot. I went to the hospital. Doctors come in talking about I need emergency surgery. I'm like, whoa. Surgery for what? They said that I had a bowel obstruction.
That sucks, bro.
And so I'm nervous as B. I'm high as gas too. And so I'm trying to get out of the surgery for some reason. They said literally like if I would have waited like another day, then it would have like went septic and I could have passed or something. Could have died type shit. And yeah, bro, that's I don't wish that was my worst enemy, bro. That shit is literally they hooked me up to this machine, bro. They stuck it like through my nose, right? And it's like literally like sucking the gunk out of you. And like basically you fucking shitting out your mouth for real, which is disgusting, really. But they fucking like they got these canisters behind the hospital beds, so like this big, Man, bro, I must have felt like fucking 80 of them bitches up. So I'm feeling better. So I'm thinking I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying? They talking about coming back in. And they said, well, we got to do emergency surgery. I'm like, yo, I feel better. I feel better than I have all month. You know what I mean? And it's like, nah, you still have a bowel obstruction that, it came from the hernia I had. I had it repaired, but the mesh or whatnot that they used, it
Yeah,
got all gummed up, and it just created this bowel obstruction. So yeah, it really
that's a
fucked
fucking
me up.
lawsuit, bro.
Yeah, I'm just it's long
That's a
litigation
fucking lawsuit,
progress.
bro. For real. 'Cause that could have
Yeah,
killed you,
so,
bro.
yeah, so I was in the hospital for like a week.
That sucks.
Yeah, and I was mad there for like the first 4 days. They wanted something to drink so bad they wouldn't let me drink. They would just let me like eat ice cubes. But the first time I got a motherfucker tube down my nose and shit that's sucking the gunk out of me. So I'm like, so I get to thinking, I'm like, so what's the point? So why are y'all not letting me have something to drink? Like the shit's getting sucked out of my stomach anyway. Just let me fucking ease my mind and let me get something to drink. So this is what I'm telling the nurse and shit or the doctor or whatnot. He was like, no, he's very adamant about I couldn't have nothing to drink. I was like, I was going off, bro. I was like, fuck that. I want something to drink now. So I went to go take the shit out, and they stopped me and fucking they gave me ice. I said, I don't want no fucking ice. I threw the fucking cup at the fucking nurses and everything. I was mad as a motherfucker, dude, because this shit gets stuck out of my stomach anyway. Dude, let me have something to drink. I just had surgery and some more shit. Fuck y'all.
That's
Man,
fucking
I was
sucks.
mad.
It sucks, man. It really does suck.
Yeah, bro. Because I was down bad too. Like for real, I thought I had the flu type shit.
Right. My shit down in my groin and shit, so it sucks because it affects my fucking manhood.
Yeah,
Shit.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit because it fucks with my pelvis and shit. And then with my sciatic nerve doesn't help either. I have it kicks in and out. It fucks with everything. It fucks everything the same fucking time. So I'm locked down. Like it fucks me up sometimes. It sucks because I've never used to be that way my whole life, man. I've been a hard worker. I never stopped. The sun comes down, I'm still fucking going on my second breath.
Yeah,
Why everybody else like you're fucking still sitting behind me and shit. Always out working everybody. I was always like that.
So these type of things, they really don't bother you until they start bothering you.
Yeah, thanks, dude. It bugs the shit out of me, dude, because I can't do the shit I used to do, and I can make good fucking money, dude. When I climb, dude, I make good fucking money because I climb for one more person a day. I go out and fucking like, hey, man, you guys need shorter climber? Fuck, come get my ass. I don't care if I didn't know the crew or knew who they were. Motherfucking shorter climber, come get my motherfucking ass. I'm riding. That's money, dude. That's like $200, $300, $400 a pop. That's money, bro. I lived like that, man. We used to have a contract with the Air Force Base, man. My buddy fucked it up for us. We had a fucking contract with Right Pat, bro, and he fucked it up, man. We was gonna get all the bases, bro. I had it locked down, dude. I got the contract. And he fucking fucked the belt out on me on it and shit, man. Fucked us over. We'd have been paid for life, homie. By the government. They were gonna pay us motherfucking by bank by years. They were gonna pay us. All I had to do is give them an estimate. And we'd have had a job, bro. You talk about millions, bro. Literally.
Yeah, and it's you're the only one bidding for the job?
Yep. And then somebody else finally ended up picking it up years later, man. It pissed me off when I found it out too.
For real, in that position, you could have said any price and they would have took it.
Oh yeah, dog. I could have asked for big money. I could have asked him for $1 million, dude, just for a year.
Yeah.
And he gave it to me just because we was the only one doing it. I literally went out my way to get this contract too. It started at a fucking where they have a little station where they fix cars and shit at, but it's part of their military shit. But it was military vehicles they were fixing, and it was actually just right across the street from me. And all I did was walk right over there and talk to the dude. And that's how I got hooked up to the base, just by talking to somebody, man.
Hey, you'd be surprised by opening your mouth what do for you, bro.
Yeah, I'm
just being yourself.
You just give me the opportunity, bro, and I'm
that's what I was saying.
Have you ever seen anything weird come out of the airport? Since you're familiar with Right Pat, unlike most people, because that's really where the Roswell shit went.
I haven't personally, because like I said, I went to Arizona like I was 12 and shit. They had some weird shit out there though with the bases and stuff, and they're like Area 51 and all that shit out that way. Here though, I haven't really lived here long enough to see really much here.
So, do you believe in you're from Ohio, so you know a little bit about it. The tunnel that runs from they're all over the Merritt, but they're one of the main ones known as the one that runs from Right Pat.
Yeah.
From Right Pat to Roswell. You know about that one?
With
Yeah,
the
there's
one that's fucking.
It's underground though. It's deep underground, but there's a way to get there. From
No, I
there.
thought it
There's
was
big
through
ass
like the
tunnels
map.
all over the place.
There's
It
all
goes
kinds of
all
them
over
all
the
over the country. There's
Yeah.
all
Oh,
kinds of them.
everywhere.
Yo, imagine
And what's
being on that-
crazy,
imagine
and this
being on
is
that
where
detail.
well, this is the thing that gets me when it comes. They want to, I want to find out why aren't nobody talking about the first civilization? Because a lot of these tunnels have been here for a long fucking time, and a couple of them they built into. But they even admitted this, and that's the only thing they admitted about the first civilization or pre-civilization facts.
There's a tunnel at Wright State College, and you can take it all the way down, but they got a whole bunch of military men there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, because fucking the president can get from here to where is it? And be there in less than an hour type shit.
L.A.
Yeah.
I've seen the tunnel personally though. The one they got in New Mexico. My dad was a truck driver when I was a kid, bro. We fucking we went past that motherfucker, and trucks were lined up.
You wouldn't think it's a tunnel because it don't look like one unless you really know what you're looking at.
Yep.
Hey,
when I was younger, they were processing building half of that shit, especially in New Mexico. They were building that shit back in the fucking 80s, man.
Imagine being on the detail working on that. Imagine being on the crew that did that, built that.
They were not allowed to talk.
Hell no,
they can't speak on anything.
There ain't none of them left. Nobody's left.
That's what I'm saying.
You've all had accidents.
They got rid of everybody. They weren't just people, man. They got rid of them. They ain't gonna let all that shit out. They gonna pay this contractor millions of dollars and just let them run off with their money, and all of a sudden say, "Hey, I got all these plans." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, that ain't happening.
But come here, we got the dog food in the back.
It's crazy, but that's really how they don't like loose ends at all.
Oh no!
Fuck no, they don't.
Not at all.
No
That's why
one's
you
left
started
alive.
seeing a lot of people. Well, a lot of people that were leaking like NASA documents or Area 51 documents started having weird ass accidents. A lot of them.
Oh yeah.
Look at that wrestler.
Hey,
did a big ass thing on that shit. He died in like the 90s or something. They made it look like he had a big ass car accident and he didn't.
Yeah. That's the thing.
They made it look like it was a 1,000-car pileup or some bullshit. And that never happened. They took his ass out on the highway.
Hey, how many times do you concern yourself with checking before you get in the vehicle, checking for loose lug nuts or a cut brake line?
Every time I get
I
in
do it
there.
every day. I check my car because I had somebody try to do it. They try to
No,
kill
I'm saying
me.
like, how many people do you think really think about that shit before they get into?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, some people don't, but I do because when I went through that trial shit when I fell with that dude I worked for, the motherfucker had somebody show up try to say, "Oh, this is my climber." He wasn't my climber, and then they fucking loosened the bolts of my tires, dude. We almost died on the highway, me and my wife. They literally loosened the bolts of my shit. They was trying to kill me, dude.
The whole Princess Diana thing. You think they really crashed her? They killed her, bro.
Oh. Yeah, because she wasn't following through with what they wanted her to do.
Yeah.
She wasn't being. Yeah.
She wasn't
They
walking
killed her,
the
bro.
line.
She was. Yeah.
Like
She
I would
wasn't-
love to have I want to talk about that one. I need to do a little bit more research on it because I know just basic shit, but
Yo, she was fucking around,
royal family
bro, and fucking.
is something I would love to talk about because that's a whole bloodline and a half that goes back into a lot of shit.
Way back too.
Yeah,
She
she was.
goes
Yeah.
way centuries back.
Hey.
It's like a lot of people don't think vampires are real. Them motherfuckers still exist. They exist. They're fucking around. Werewolves exist too. I've seen them.
Yeah,
I remember I was a kid.
Well,
remember I was a kid,
there's
we
a difference
used to dream about
between. Now, this is one thing I will say because there is a difference between a dog man and a werewolf.
Yep. Two separate things.
Dog man. Never. That's what I came across a couple years ago, bro. And that's the thing I was talking about that ran up on me and my dude from a field and from a 200. And it was literally like the movies, the big scary monster comes up, everybody goes quiet, the whole area, no crickets, no nothing. Yeah, that motherfucker came out of them woods and looked up
About
at
2,000
us.
miles an hour. He was there about 3 seconds. Standing right in fucking firm in front of you. Fucking showing them big ass teeth of his. Big ass beady eyes.
Didn't get that close. It got about a half a football field away by the time we got back to the car. And that was with, I think, maybe a total of 6 strides that it went fucking easily 100 yards. I'm like, nope, I'm not sitting here filming this shit.
When I told my fucking wife's cousin when he didn't believe us, and her cousin does tattoos and shit, but he didn't believe us. He said we were crazy and shit when we told him about it. And I told him, I said, dude, let me tell you something. You may not believe me, but I know what the fuck I seen because I seen the motherfucker. I was less than fucking 10 foot for this motherfucker when it fucking appeared itself. It was in my driveway when I pulled in. It was standing right in front of my fucking garage. My kids seen it. I seen it. My wife seen it, bro. We all seen it at the same fucking time. That it darted the fuck off. And then
what part of Ohio are you at again?
In Springfield.
What part of Ohio?
Springfield.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So.
Well, this is in German Township. We were living at the time. We were living in German Township, further out in German Township at the time, and that's
7
where we
miles.
seen that shit. Huh?
By 7 Mile and all that shit.
Germantown. Yeah. We got German Township.
That's where my shit. So you seen probably the same fucking thing I seen then. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, her cousin didn't believe me.
On Weir Road.
He was out the reservoir here. Yeah, he was out the reservoir here, and it ran across in front of the street, in front of his car, dog. And he believed us, dude. He was on the line saying, "Oh, you people think I'm crazy. I know what the fuck I seen." They were calling him crazy and shit. And he believed us finally because he seen it for himself.
Yeah, that's the same area that I seen that thing. There, yeah, it's even in a book, a couple books. Every cryptic book about Ohio, it's motherfuckers in there. Yeah, I still live over in this area. Because that day started out, man. We were just going to go because we were working on the Love and Frogman episode when I was going to do, and we was like, you know what, fuck it, let's go out this way and just see what we can track. Kept going. It was like, okay, it's weird, we're from here, you're from Ohio, so we see deer and other shit, especially in the creeks all the time. No fucking prints at all, but there was this pretty good sized track that I couldn't make out. I'm like, that's too big for a fucking dog, but I ain't thinking, oh no, there's no fucking thing. I'm like, there's no fucking such thing. Like, there's no such thing as a dog, man. That's bullshit. It's all fucking story. Kept going, and then we were driving. My dude had to take a piss, and pulled over, and all the dogs and everything started going ape shit, and then they started getting quiet and whimpering down, and then all of a sudden he was like, "Hey, yo, Jay, come here." I'm like, "The fuck? I'm not watching you take a piss." He's like, "Nah, for real, come here." And come on, he's like, "You see that?" I'm watching, looking out through the thicket. Beautiful fucking night out, and the moon hits towards the tree line, and you see this fucking thing come out from this fucking tree line, stand up, squat back down like a fucking dog. And I'm like, "You see that?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" He's like, "I don't know." He's like, "What the fuck is that?" I don't fucking know. What the fuck is that? And it starts fucking running. We're like, "Ah, nah, fuck that." And get in the car because everything went quiet. There was no, you could definitely tell that everything sensed that there was a fucking alpha predator.
Oh, yeah.
And Ohio does not have bears. It does not have wolves. It does not have anything that should make everything act that way.
Nope.
So, yeah. We were expecting to see it back on the road at some point, fucking chasing us because that thing was fucking moving. But, yeah, that is a true, I think I want to say Weir Road is I have to look it up. But it's actually in, what book is it? I know Haunted Ohio book has a couple things in the area that's not that far from it, but this is a documented cryptid that is in the area. It's crazy as hell.
There's a lot of cryptids here, man. I remember one night, I worked at Golden Corral, I was walking home, and our car broke down and shit. So I was walking, so we was waiting till taxes came in. It was like a couple weeks till taxes, and it's at nighttime. I had to walk back over the bridge. It's just like 3 miles from the house. So I was walking bridges in the dark and shit, no light. And then the next day, I worked that day shift. So I'm walking home during the daytime. This is some weird shit. I happen to walk over the first bridge. There ain't no water. It's just a little bridge. And then you got the third bridge that comes up. And I'm on the third bridge getting ready to cross and shit. I look down this bridge line into the water and look down there. There was something standing in that fucking water up to its fucking knees. And that water, it was up high too. So I know it was about 10 foot deep at least in spots and 8 foot in others. And then it goes shallower as you go down.
Oh, there's Bigfoot all over the area, bro. All over Ohio.
But whatever it was a solid black figure. But it looked like it was like fading in and out. And it was super tall and slim. And this motherfucker walked across this creek with 2 steps.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how the fuck this motherfucker cross it in 2 steps.
So you believe in the
Probably came across some Bigfoot for real.
Whatever it was, I know it was 2 steps, and you're talking probably like 200 feet crossing, bro. How the fuck is this motherfucker gonna get a 200 feet crossing and step in 2 steps? That's like 1 step into the thing and 1 step right out of the motherfucker.
So y'all from Ohio? Y'all believe in the Lake Erie
That's some
Monster?
weird shit.
Lake Erie Monster?
Mhm.
Which
Oh,
one?
there's all kinds of shit out there, bro. It's not just a monster. People don't know. People
Say the
really don't
whole
know.
the Great Lakes themselves a fucking field day and a half.
Look at ours. We flooded a whole town and shit when we made our dam. There's a whole fucking farming system under there, dude. They flooded the whole fucking farms out. People didn't want to sell their shit. They left the fucking. They went ahead and flooded it anyways. So there's graves under there. There's all kinds of shit, dude, in the reservoir here.
That's just like the same thing in Caesar Creek.
Yep. Crystal Lake.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's another one.
What you know about the Lake Erie Monster, Mr. Stackhouse? Before I end this, Big Stacks.
He's getting tired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all check out
Unmute your
Ohio
mic.
Cryptids, y'all. Oh shit! What's up, Trey Healy?
No, I remember watching a show on fucking folk tales and cryptids and shit like that, and talk about the werewolf and the Lake Erie monster and Rabbit Man and all kinds of shit.
Oh yeah, well once I get more mobile and shit, I'm gonna be going back to that's how I was supposed to with my best friend, but I'm gonna do it myself. Because I am going to find that fucking dog, man, at least some proof of it. Because that's something I will never forget in my life, yo. But y'all, it's 10 o'clock. It's been fun. It's been real. I didn't play much music tonight. We wanted to sit here and get weird with y'all. That's what we wanted to do. So appreciate y'all getting a little weird with us, y'all. Got to talk with SP. Shout out to the homie SP. And
wait till tomorrow night.
I gotta work tomorrow.
I'm just playing.
So let's see. I'll be live again Saturday because Slapfest event, y'all. Be going live doing interviews and shit all night, y'all. Y'all check it out. Be at South Saloon,
really
Ohio, 5 o'clock.
Getting really weird.
But y'all, it's been fun this week. It's been real. It's been awesome, y'all. Appreciate the past 2 nights. We talked about some weird ass topics past 2 nights. But it's fun. That's what So next time anyone wants to tell me to stay in my lane, yeah, okay.
This magazine.
I mean, I don't really have one, bro. We just did a whole fucking what? We just talked about monsters and shit and ghosts for the past hour and a half.
Yeah.
So I'll wait for him to get back to Lincoln. Say goodbye. He took off running.
Dog being here. Yep. Man, bro, fucking, I had to put my dog down today, bro.
Damn, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I had her for 15 years, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, she was going blind, and she was like literally like standing in the corner and running to the wall.
So you could tell it was. Yeah.
It was her time, and it'd been selfish of me to keep her alive.
My bad. How to get my tree?
We was just like waiting on you that we can end it out.
Hey, I know one thing. Everybody don't discredit everything we said because this shit's real. The stuff's out there, y'all. Y'all just gotta look, man.
That's what go y'all. All y'all go ahead. Go think I'm crazy. Go out in them fucking woods with a flashlight, and that's all you got with the camera. Go ahead.
I'm good. Fuck you. Go out at night, period. Fuck that shit. The freaks come out at night, y'all. They ain't lying. The freaks come out at night. Nah.
Hey, if I ever run into the Sasquatch or the fucking Bigfoot or whatever, I'm becoming friends with him, bro.
Some wrong turn shit.
I'm not.
I'm being friends with him. I bet you I made him up for a laugh.
The reason why I will not be okay with the Sasquatch is this very good reason. Because look, we know what we did to the Native Americans, right?
Yep.
Native Americans did the same thing to the Bigfoot.
Yep.
That's why they act like they do. That was a secret tribe, so any kind of human contact, they don't really. And then there was some that they Native Americans in Bigfoot, the tribe had agreements on things, and then humans being humans, once they wanted more, They who do you think they came
Greedy
after first, the freaks or the regular people?
Freaks.
So,
they didn't want to share shit. They just want to take everything.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
That's how they look at it. They don't look at anything that's not the same. They look at it as a freak.
It's
so
a
they're
game.
going to kill it with fire. Yeah.
Hey, if I'm wrong, I don't want to be right.
Facts.
If we don't get rid of them, then they're going to overtake us. So we're going to have to get rid of them.
That's right. Fuck it, I'm going off the grid and living off the fat of land and that motherfucking smokehouse tend to the rabbits.
Hey, rabbit tastes like chicken.
Hey,
Steak tastes like chicken.
I had alligator once. That tastes
like chicken as a kid, man. But they hunted a lot when I was a kid. I ate anything from squirrel to fucking you name it.
I had gator once. Alligator.
Gator's pretty good. Shark's good.
I have not had shark. I always wanted to.
Hey,
don't kill
it,
bro. Sand shark.
Sand shark.
Yeah.
I ate a brownie once.
I used to catch it with nets in Florida. That and red snapper. Red snapper's pretty good.
You say you ate a fucking brownie once? This fuck smell.
I did.
All right, y'all. I'm about to tap out, y'all. Y'all have fun.
Right,
y'all's been real.
Y'all be good.
Remember, you're gonna do anything, do it straight savvy. If nobody believes in y'all, I sure as hell do. And if you would like to be a part of one of these,
I'll give you a Kit Kat.
I bet.
If y'all would like to be a part of one of these open panels where we talk about some weird shit and just off the wall things, I know I'm not the only one. It's not a conspiracy, dog. It's just us being,
being us.
Sucks.
Wow, we weird.
Yeah, we weird as fuck, y'all. Come play. Y'all.
Enter at your own risk.
Oh, later.
All right, y'all.